Oh boy. Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Indrani Raman. Thank you for joining me today on our next webinar, on our next Facebook Live series. I hope this is coming through okay. I'm trying to do it in a different way. So my hope is that on Tuesdays I will be talking on weight loss, and on Thursdays the focus will be more on wellness topic. And today's topic is nothing else but COVID-19, right? It has been on the top of our minds for the last few months, and we are actually in the middle of a healthcare crisis right now. And this pandemic has been a wake-up call for all of us. It has shown that we need to be proactive about our health and wellness, and nothing more is important than that right now. It has shown that people are at risk when they are affected with obesity or diabetes and heart disease, and anybody who has chronic health conditions, though they are having more severe consequences with this infection compared to anybody with a normal health. Now we know that we cannot reduce our exposure at this point, but what we can do is get more proactive and kind of build up our immunity, so we can at least we are able to fight the infection and able to come away with less consequences or less complications. So without further ado, I'm gonna tell you guys about 5 different ways that you can support and protect your immunity and improve your health. I'm sure there's even more different ways, but I will be only talking for the next 10 minutes and then talk to you on the 5 main key aspects now for today. Okay, the first one will be nutrition. This is the corner keystone for any kind of wellness or improvement of health. What we intake or take in our body matters, and it's an important aspect that we do have control so much in our life. We have to eliminate sugar in our diet as much as possible and eliminate alcohol. Did you know that 80% of your immune system resides in your gut? So it's important to have a healthy gut microbiome to improve your health. Whenever we have more intake of sugar, we are raising our inflammation, and we are also raising our insulin resistance and the weight gain, and all this together, the combination is not helping us. We have to eat a rainbow of vegetables, and I always tell my clients to eat at least 2 to 3 cups of vegetables every day. In addition, did you know that some of the fruits and vegetables also have some compounds in them, like bioflavonoids, that will help you to fight the infections? For example, apples and garlic and onions, they have like quercetin, which is a bioflavonoid which has been shown to be anti-inflammatory and also has some antiviral properties. So it's important we do eat our share of all the rainbow vegetables and the fruits too, which have been useful. And even green tea has this compound, the bioflavonoid, which will be useful for you. The next one, second one, will be vitamin D. 80-90% of us Americans are all deficient in vitamin D. We don't get exposure to enough sunlight. Even if we go, we are all using sunscreens, so we are not absorbing it good. And vitamin D has a key role in so many different aspects of our health, including immunity. So it's important to maintain optimal levels, which would be somewhere between 50 to 60 or so. And I would tell all of my clients to take vitamin D anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 international units of vitamin D3 every day. And it's really important to add vitamin K2 and also even magnesium for a better absorption of vitamin D. So keep this in mind. I also do want to mention that these Facebook Lives that are only for educational purposes. If you have any particular health concerns or any health conditions, do verify with your own doctor before you start following any advice. Okay. The next one, the third one I'm going to talk about is vitamin C. And several studies have shown that vitamin C really helps a lot with fighting any kind of viral infection. In fact, there were several patients in China and Italy, I think they have used IV vitamin C infusions that help them to recover or kind of get off the ventilator faster when they used on very sick patients with IV vitamin C infusions. On a regular basis, I think vitamin C dose anywhere between 1000 to 3000 milligrams every day will be really a good thing to intake. Like I said, everybody's dose will be different. The levels may need to be monitored, and if you have any type of liver problems, and you do need to be adjusting your dose of vitamin C. But adequate levels of vitamin C will be useful to fight infections, so keep that in mind. The fourth one will be is zinc. We all know zinc has been useful in times when we fight any flu infections, and in fact zinc can block the virus, even coronavirus and SARS virus. So it also blocks the virus from replicating or multiplying in your body. So zinc is a very useful supplement to take in your diet. The dose ideal for zinc will be anywhere between 15 to 30 milligrams per day. If you take anything more than that, you do have to watch out for copper deficiency, because high doses of zinc can initiate a copper deficiency. So keep that in mind. And the number 5, the last but not the least, and the most important aspect is stress management. Stress does affect your immunity, guys. This has to be drilled into your brain. What we do to reduce the stress on a chronic basis is really a key aspect for us to improve the health. Adequate sleep is important, eating the right food, and managing the stress or building stress resiliency is really key to help fight the infections. We all need to adapt some breathing techniques, and maybe learn to do some meditation or exercise, and learn to spend some time outdoors or nature therapy. All of those things together will help to manage the stress. So we have reduced cortisol levels in our body, and also reduced inflammation, and thus you can help with that also helps with fighting the infection. So there you go. Those are my 5 key aspects for you guys to help boost your immunity and reduce inflammation: healthy nutrition, adequate levels of vitamin D, vitamin C intake, and zinc, and stress management. So those will be the 5 pillars, I would say. There are a lot more dietary supplements also that are useful to fight to help boost the immunity, and also fight any sort of infection overall. I will talk about those more next Thursday in our wellness topic. In fact, in the next 2 to 3 weeks or so, I will be doing a free webinar if anybody is interested, to talk about immunity and inflammation and what we can do to help ourselves. If you are interested, drop a comment below saying you are interested, and I'll happy to send you the webinar link whenever we set a date for it. So I believe that will be really helpful to a lot of you out there. So there you go. Those are my key topics or takeaways for you guys for today, and thank you for joining me, and I appreciate all of your time, and I hope you all have a great week. Take care. I will see you guys back on Tuesday for another live. We'll be talking about holistic weight loss. I've had more questions about intermittent fasting, so I'll be addressing those again next Tuesday. Thank you. Take care.